guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to show you guys how I deal with my acne. A few days ago I did show to you guys how I deal with my dark circles and puffy eyes. In today's video I just wanted to cover how I deal with my acne because currently I am breaking out so badly, and I wanted to do this video because I have been using a lot of tips and tricks to hide them so that they don't look that bad. I am going to talk to you about acne scars, how to hide the acne scars, as well as the big bumpy acne that you get because of cystic acne. Sometimes they are really big, sometimes they are jutting out. So these are some of the tips and tricks that I use so that they don't look so bad. They kind of get hidden and the skin kind of looks smooth, looks healthy, looks glowy. Before I begin guys, I would just want to say that acne is something that we all get at some stage of our lives, whether you're a 16-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, or you're 35, 40, 45. Adult acne is so common these days. It's mainly because of all the stress, the lifestyle that we lead, all the stress that we take, the pollution that is there. There's so many reasons for getting acne, and it's everywhere. It's very prevalent, it's very common, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah, sometimes we have some people have a lot of acne, some people have less acne, but we all tend to get insecure because of our acne. Even I sometimes get very insecure and I get like really frustrated that my skin is not looking good. Only thing I can say is that go and see a dermat if you have a lot of problem, and you have to make a lot of lifestyle changes so that your skin looks better. But it's not in our hand, it's not in our control. So whoever has acne, please understand that I totally get you, I totally empathize with you, and it's something that we have to deal with. Right now over here, only thing that I can tell you guys is how can we hide it in case you're feeling very insecure, you want to step out for a party, you want to go out somewhere. How can you cover it? That's all that I want to show in this video. I hope you like it. If you like it, please do like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And without wasting any more time, let's just get into it. So like you can see, I am currently breaking out really badly. I've got a lot of redness around my skin. I have, this one was a pretty deep acne that is now kind of settling down, but it is still jutting out a little bit, and I have acne marks, and I also have some fresh acne. So the first thing, which is the most essential thing, is to moisturize your skin. If you have acne, if you do not have acne, or dry skin, oily skin, you have to moisturize. And I am using this cream by Rituals. It's my absolute favorite cream. I've also mentioned about it on my blog in products I love section, which I've just recently started. So do go and check it out. I will leave the link below. And I'm going to just moisturize. So use any moisturizer that suits your skin. Anything that calms you down, just use that moisturizer, okay? Next, I'm going to take a hydrating primer because I do need a little bit of hydration. My skin is currently very dry. Even if I have acne, it's like seriously dry because of, I think, the vitamin A that I'm taking. I'm going to be using this tea tree oil by Soulflower. Okay, tea tree oil, before we even begin with it, I have to tell you guys that tea tree oil is very potent. So in case you have a very sensitive skin, I'm trying to look for a earbud. In case you have very sensitive skin, yeah, I got it. In case you have very sensitive skin, then I would recommend that you dilute it with a little bit of water and then use it, because this is going to be like a little burning sensation on your skin. So with that, with a earbud, I'm going to just seal my acne. Okay, I'm just going to seal it. And once you put the tea tree oil, you need to let it dry before you like put anything else on your face, because you're going to be rubbing it and that tea tree oil will go everywhere. As you can see, a lot of redness, and I did explain about correctors last time in my video. In case you haven't checked it out, I'm going to link it somewhere here. You can see the iCard somewhere here, and I'm also going to put the link down. So just go and check it out. You need to use a green corrector because there's a lot of redness on my skin currently. Now I'm going to just spot correct these things that you can see. Whenever you see redness, so I see a lot of redness around here and here. Okay, and if you have something which is very, very brown, like I can see this, this is my acne scar that has gone really, really deep into my skin and it has turned brown. So for that, I'm going to be using a orange corrector, and all the correctors that I'm using currently are from LA Girl Pro Conceal. And guys, these concealers or correctors are awesome. They are, first of all, they're so cheap and they're really, really good. So once you've applied and dotted all these things on your skin, you can either use your hand or you can use a brush, whatever you want, and just pat it inside your skin. Okay, just pat it, just dab on it. And now I'm going to use a brush because I want to feather out these spots. So I'm not going to, so see what I'm doing. I am just going around this acne. I am not even touching the acne. I'm going around the acne because this product, which is around the acne, I want to feather it out in the skin. Okay, I don't want it to be like one blob of product. I want it to like just get how do I say, mixed inside the skin, if that makes sense. But instead of like adding a lot of product onto your face, what you need to do is just go very strategically with the you have a lot of product, but your quantity has to be very, very little. Even the one that I've applied right now is very, very, very little. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go in with a foundation. I'm using Giorgio Armani because it's a very luminous foundation. It's a very lightweight foundation. Go in with any foundation that is lightweight because it's summers outside. We need something which is not very, very heavy for our skin. So that's the reason I'm going in with this one. I've taken a very little bit of this on my dish. And what I'm going to do is, which is like a great tip, is that you mix this with a little bit of a cream. Okay, and the one that I'm using is by MAC. It's called the Strobe Light cream. This is in Gold Lights. So you just need to mix a little bit of this. So what will it do is that it will further shear down the concealer, the foundation. And once your foundation gets sheared down, there's not too much of caking that will happen, and it will still retain the texture of your skin. You will still be able to see your skin rather than just the product on it. So I hope that makes sense. Now that I already have so much of product on this spatula, I'm going to just apply it like this, and then I'm going to take a beauty blender. Beauty blender works very well. I'm going to take very little bit of this product and slightly go on tapping onto my skin. I have to be very careful, I have to be very light because I do not want to disturb everything that I have done on my skin with the green corrector and with the orange corrector. So I'm going to just very lightly start dabbing this product on my skin, and only as much as I need. I am not going to cake up my face. I'm going to just use as much as I want. I'm also pushing the product inside my skin because that is important, you know. The more you push the product inside your skin, the more it will not cake up. It will have a very smooth finish. So that's what you need to do. Now if you feel, now I've just applied a very light layer of foundation on my face. Now if I feel that I need a little bit more, especially on these areas which are like, you know, which have spots on it, I'm going to go back again and put a very light layer on it again. So this way what is happening is that I'm not layering my whole face. I am only going into the areas where I think I need more you know, product. Once I'm done with this, I need to spot correct because I can still see some green peeking through my skin. So I'm going to go in with a cream concealer. This one is by Bobbi Brown. It's a very nice concealer. I'm using the shade Warm Honey. Okay, you need to use something which is creamier. So I'm using this shade Warm Honey because this is exactly the color of my skin. You do not need anything lighter than your skin. So you are just going to spot correct. So I'm going to use this brush, and I'm going to put this concealer onto these spots. And then you're going to do the same thing again, okay? You're going to just tap this product in, and you're going to feather out the edges. Why you need to feather out the edges is, guys, because if you will do something like this and you go out in the sunlight, you're going to see some of these patches, like these blotchy patches, because you put product on it. So you see this? I'm going to just feather out the edges. I am not touching the acne at all. I am just going around it, and I'm patting the product in. We try to keep the skin very luminous. We are not applied too much of product. Only product, excessive product is actually around the areas where you needed concealing. So if you go out in the sunlight, and that's why I told you to be very careful when you're feathering it out, because it should not look very blotchy. It should not look like you have done something over here. So you have to be very, very careful. It does take a little bit of time. You will get a hang of it, but try doing it. Okay, so once we have done that, I'm going to just quickly put in some concealer under my eyes. And now, because we have applied so much of concealer and the product on our skin, obviously we need to powder it a little bit, because my skin has become very shiny, especially because it's very hot. You know, it's not because it's oily, it's because it's hot, it sweats, and you tend to kind of, you know, the product tends to move. So you need to just powder it a little bit. I'm going to go in with a very light layer of powder. I am actually removing everything. I'm using MAC Sheer Press powder. I would usually use my Laura Mercier, but I don't want to use it today. So I'm going to just lightly tap it over here. So it will also seal the product, and it will also reduce a little all the shine on your face. I'm also going to put this product onto the areas where we did all the spot concealing, because we put a lot of product over there. And I don't want it to move at all. And whatever is remaining, just go around your face, especially around this area, because once the sweat hits you, this is the area that will definitely start moving. The products will start moving over here. So just like dab it. Now the issue is with these particular marks, which are these pimples, which are kind of like, you know, jutting out a little bit. See, if you have acne scars, they are like flat onto your skin, so you can still hide them, but these ones kind of look like, you know, they are jutting out. And this trick I've learned from Desi Perkins. She is my absolute favorite. I'm sure a lot of you would know about her. And what she says is that you need to take a little bit of MAC Studio Fix foundation powder, which is what she's been using. She used the shade, she used 2 shades. She mixed 2 shades. I don't have those 2 shades with me. So what I do is that I mix it with a little bit of my pressed powder. I dab my brush into that, and I then put a little bit on this. Take out the excess, and then gently go over these spots, because she thinks that if you create a blended layer of product around your acne, it'll give you a more smoother appearance. So that's her funda behind this, and that's what I try to do. But when you're doing it, guys, just ensure that everything is kind of blended into your skin, because otherwise, like I said, it'll look very patchy in sunlight. So be very careful when you're doing it. And now that we have got all the coverage on our face, we've covered everything on our face, we are going to go in with the highlight, because with the highlight, what happens that your skin looks very glowing, very healthy, and that is what we need to look like. We need to look like we have healthy skin, right? I'm gonna go in with my Milani highlighter. I can't show it to you because it's all like, oh, it's broken. But anyway, I am gonna just apply this onto my cheekbones. It gives me the glow that I want, and right now I want my skin to look healthy and glowing. I am using this bronzer by NARS. This is called Laguna bronzer. I'm going to just place this product a little bit into the hollows of my cheek. And once we've bronzed it up, I'm going to add a little bit of more color onto my face. I'm using this shade called Orgasm by NARS again. It's a very beautiful shade of blush. One of my favorites long time back. I stopped using it, I don't know why. I usually do not put blush, but especially when I'm breaking out and I have like all these things on my face, I like to apply blush because it kind of gives me that healthy glow, you know. So that's what I need when my skin is not behaving well. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just faking it. And I am now going to do my favorite step, which is putting this Prep and Prime, MAC Prep and Prime on my face, especially on the areas where I applied a lot of powder, you know, all the concealing that I did. And one last thing, which I don't usually do, but I actually learned it from Desi again. So the ones which are extra bumpy, like this one, which you can still see, and this one, she tries and converts, she actually converts them into beauty marks. So what she will do is that she will take a very brownish eyeshadow. I don't have a very brown one, so I'm going to go in with my Sephora eyeliner, and she dots it, you know, like that. And now that I've dotted all these spots and you don't want them to look fake and you want that thing to stay over there, I'm going to take this MAC Fix powder again a little bit, and I'm going to go lightly over these spots again, because I don't want it to look fake, you know. I want it to look like it's a natural beauty spot. It's a great idea, actually. It's a genius idea, I feel like, you know. If you see now, it looks like I have some beauty marks, you know, instead of acne. Doesn't it look like, although I have a lot of these, and suddenly like everybody will say like, oh my god, where did you get these beauty marks from? But we're just trying to cover our acne, girl. Ta-da! So as you can see, I've shifted all the focus from acne and acne marks and dark spots to glowing, fresh looking skin. That there are a lot of products that I've used, but let me tell you that I have not layered them. I have used them very strategically. I've also concealed my bumpy ones with these beauty spots, which kind of looks pretty natural, because you need to do them like very light. But like I said, guys, it's not one solution for every problem. I know that some of you might have really severe acne, some of you might have lesser than this, some of yours might be more bumpier than mine. I get some really bumpy ones, and that time I don't know what to do. I just let them be. But this is in case, you know, you need some kind of solution to hide your acne, to hide the bumpy ones especially. This is what I do, and it kind of solves my problem. But there is no substitute for good skin. Good skin is absolutely essential, and that you can achieve only by taking care of yourself in terms of eating right, having lots of water, keeping your gut really healthy, exercising. So these are the things that will get you to have really beautiful glowing skin. But these are just some tips and tricks that I have learned from a lot of people, from a lot of YouTubers, from my own experiences. Some have worked, some have not worked. And if you think that you have something better to share with me, please do share with me, because I would love to know, and I would love anybody else who's watching my channel to know that these things can also be done. But other than that, I hope you liked my video. If you liked it, you know what you have to do, guys, and please do comment, like, share this video, and please do subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to see you guys really soon. So tata, bye, ciao.